Lesson 22. Part 1. Affair. When he asked me how much money I earned, I told him to mind his own affairs. The meeting was a noisy affair. Attempt. I attempted to speak, but was told to be quiet. Blade. A razor should have a very sharp blade. Broom. I swept the broken glass into a pile with a broom. Cell. Bees store honey in the cells of the honeycomb. All animals and plants are made of cells. Command. The officer commanded his men to fire at the enemy. Confirm. The rumor that there was flooding was confirmed by a news broadcast. Convince. We are convinced that Anne went by train rather than by plane. Cure. This medicine should cure you of your cold. He has tried all sorts of cures, but he is still ill. Delicate. A pianist or a violinist must have a delicate sense of touch. Part 2. Dip. She dipped her hand into the pool to see how cold the water was. Drain. You should dig trenches to drain away the water. Emphasis. Some schools put special emphasis on language study. Estimate. The gardener estimated that it would take 4 hours to weed the garden. Figure. I saw a figure approaching in the darkness. Foul. We opened the windows to let out the foul air. Gem. Diamonds and rubies are well-known gems. Hail. The crowd hailed the new boxing champion. Horizon. We saw a small ship on the horizon. Indicate. The arrow on the sign indicates the way to go. Part 3. Interrupt. Don't interrupt me when I am busy. Kneel. She knelt down to pull weeds from the flower bed. Lesson. The child's fever lessened during the night. Magic. In fairy tales, witches often use magic to change persons into animals or birds. Mend. My brother mended the broken doll for me. Moist. The thick steam in the room had made the walls moist. Nest. Most birds lay their eggs in their nests. Official. The president is the most powerful government official. The letter should be written in an official style. Package. He carried a large package of books. Payroll. Don't do the work until he puts you on the payroll. Part 4. Pile. The room was full of piles of old books. The snow piled so high in front of the door that we couldn't get out. Practical. His plan was interesting, but not practical. prompt action prevented serious trouble. Refer. If you don't know what this means, refer to the dictionary. Represent. On the map, blue represents water and brown represents land. Righteous. He is a righteous man. He always behaves justly. Sandwich. He ate sandwiches for lunch. Their house was sandwiched between two tall buildings. Secure. He hoped for a secure old age. We must secure ourselves against the dangers of the coming storm. He's lucky to have secured himself such a good job. Shortage. The rice crop will be poor because of the shortage of rain. Smart. Both of his children are very smart. Part 5. Spill. The child spilled the milk on the floor. Statesman. Winston Churchill was a famous English statesman. Struggle. The widow struggled to send her 6 children to college. Sway. The branches of the trees were swaying in the wind. The sway of the pail caused some milk to spill out. Term. Are there any examinations at the end of this term? The author uses many technical terms in this book. The terms of the contract are unfair. Toil. They toiled with their hands for a living. He succeeded after years of toil. A lion was caught in the toils. Tune. There are tunes that are easy to remember. A man is tuning the piano. Vice. He loves drinking beer. It is one of his vices. Weep. He lost control of his feelings and began to weep. Zone. Don't come into the danger zone.